people do with that refund?
Pay a bill.
Pay off bills. What else? Buy a car. T-tag. I call it T-tag spring. What else do they do with that money? Go on vacation. Now those bills that they're paying off, were they accumulating throughout the year? Absolutely. So the bills were accumulating throughout the year anyway. Let's say I had a bank. Okay, we call it the funny money bank. You put money into my bank every time you get paid. It gains 0% interest and you only get one withdrawal a year. Would you put money in my bank?
No.
Why not?
For what?
Y'all see her face, she's serious too. Like, that's your tax refund. We put money in every time we get paid. It gains 0% interest. We get one refund at the end of the year. But we look forward to that refund because we can pay off bills, go on vacation, buy a new car, do some repairs around the house, whatever the case may be. But if we had that money in our accounts or in our pocket each and every month, would the bills have accumulated as high as they did for us to have to pay off anyway? No. Right? And I'm not going to get too biblical on you, but the Bible says we're supposed to be lenders and not borrowers. How long can you be in? How much interest does the government pay you on your tax refund?
0.
0. How much do they make on it? Based on the rule 72. So you're lending money to them all year for them to use to turn around and get it back. If I say it's a refund, whose money was it? Mine. Yours in the first place. Right? So we can learn how to capitalize on that now, and maybe let's say that refund is $3,000 just for an even number. Let's say that refund is $3,000. If you divide that by 12, that's $250 a month back in your paycheck. I asked the question, what would you rather have? $3,000 at the end of the year or $250 back in your paycheck each month? It can be difficult because sometimes we get caught up in having that big refund and we look forward to that time of year. Okay? But the paradigm shift would be the extra $250 each month, because what if we don't live to see next year? Right? And what if we can put this somewhere where it's yielding you some interest, so then that way come tax time, you've got your $3,000 plus whatever interest is earned through over that year. So now you loan yourself money, give yourself a tax refund at the end of the year and try to break even. Okay? That's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is not to get a large tax refund, which we have been conditioned to do and we've come to like. It's just like eating good. It's hard to eat good nowadays because fast food restaurants are so cheap. Right? An elder at our church taught that the other night. How cheap the food is. But you go get the healthy stuff, the stuff that's good for you, you make that adjustment, and then your body can get used to it after a while, and your pocket can too. Same thing here. If we make those adjustments, and I can show you how to do that on a one-on-one basis because everybody's situation is different. But the goal is to break even. Or if you owe the government, pay them exactly what they're owed, no more than $1,000. If you owe more than $1,000, then you need to make some changes. You know, I know a couple accountants, I won't say any names, that can help out with some of those transitions. But that's the process. So we can get the money to put away for that child and save for that future. But let's say you got started late in the game and your children are older. Maybe they'll have children. Right? Now you get a chance to change your family's generational tree year after year after year, because maybe you put away for a grandchild or a niece or a nephew or a godchild or whomever it is, right? So there's always opportunity. And again, we know Tim is going to affect this. Taxation, obviously they're taking it from you, or you're giving it to them based off the number of exemptions. Let's go through that real quick. When you go to work and they ask you how many exemptions do you want to put on here, how many do you put, and what do you base that off of? Let's say it's a husband and wife, right? And they have 3 kids. How many exemptions do you think that husband's going to put on his W-2 or 4, whatever the number is? About 4 or 5. Why?
The surplus is family.
Right. Now, on that same form, does it ever ask for a social security number of any of those people? No. Does it ever ask for dates of birth? No. Because it's an equation, right? What happens is we think that number is our dependents. It's not. It's our exemptions. So the government says, all right, how many exemptions do you want? Legally, you can go as high as 12, I believe, right? And then you pay the government exactly what they're owed. You get all your money up front. My wife works for the state. She hardly pays any taxes, right? So that we can utilize the money throughout the year, and then come the end of the year, if we owe the state $84, here's a check, because my money made more than $84 in interest. Make sense?